Hey everyone. So what I wanted to show is kind of like the skeleton of the outdoor sink, and I'm going to apologize because I'm having a hard time seeing my screen because it's still sunny over here. But this is kind of the reason why I wanted this, and the reason why I feel like I needed to have an outdoor sink is because I'm trying to streamline a lot of my stuff, and trying to keep all of all of my homesteading stuff outside, and taking clean stuff inside, and eventually I'm going to be using this as one of my storage buildings. So I want to be able to bring everything up from the garden, clean it, and then store it. So this sink was donated to me by a close friend, and this is porcelain. And so what I did is basically just built a frame. And how long is this? I'm not even sure, to be honest with you. But what I did was these two are the same length, and then this is basically, when you look up under here and look under the sink, it's basically the distance between right in here to right back here, and so that this actually sits, the lip actually sits on the wood. So, and that tends to, I think it's 20 inches or so, but your sink may be different. Regardless, this right here, and then I'll put a third one over here, obviously. So if I was just to leave it like that, of course, it would hang down like this. Now I wanted something that was level. So I put me a board that goes across the back, and I've got that screwed into the studs of the storage building. And now I've got stabilizers, or whatever you want to call these things, down here. And that's holding 90% of the weight. Is this one, and then the third one, which is right here. So once all that was put in, I sat the sink in, and I decided to put this piece in. Everything is level and everything is plumb, but over time I was afraid that, okay, well, maybe something's going to sag or something like that, and I didn't want these just to hold 100% of the weight. I wanted something a little extra, so I just notched out this piece right here. See if I can focus in on this. Notched out this area right here to where the actual front of this is sitting on the brace that goes back to here. I was gonna put in some legs that came down. Just having a hard time focusing. I was gonna put in legs that came down, and I still may do, but I don't see the point in it because I can physically come up here and put my weight on it, and it doesn't move. And so I think I'm just gonna leave it like this, just to be quite honest with you. And for future, if it decides it's going to mess up, then, well, I'll fix that later. So what's the purpose of this side? Well, what I'm thinking I'm probably going to do is, what I'm going to try to do, I'm going to come up with some kind of idea. Either I'm going to put wood across the top in planks all the way across to where I have something to sit something on, or I'm going to cut it out to where this actually is a tub, like a drying tub, and cut it out to where it sits along right here. And you can see I put in these corner pieces below the line, so you can see I can just sit something in right here, and if I need to, I can put a brace across the bottom. And then what may end up happening later on is I will put a drip, like a plastic drip pan that comes across the bottom and goes out to, so everything can, I'm not standing in mud, but I don't know if I'm actually going to do that. I don't want to make this any more difficult than what it really has to be. So there it is. There's the basic outdoor sink. In the next video that I do for this, I'm actually going to hook up water, and I'm not sure if I'm going to use this or not. I want to. I'd love to use this, but I don't know if I will, because once you get down here, I'm thinking what I'll do is just make it to where I can buy an adapter to hook these together and come to one, and then basically bring water up to it from my rain barrel, and be able to turn this on and just have gravity fed pressure. And just so you know, where that barrel would probably end up sitting would be probably around here, and I'll have it set up pretty high. So I don't know. That's the wonderful part about this whole thing, is I have time to figure it out, and then subsequently I'll have water that runs all the way down up under the shop to the sink, and then it'll split and actually go all the way down to the chicken coop, and there'll be spigots and stuff like that along the way to where I can actually service the bottom area of the homestead and not have to just hump a bunch of water down here. So as far as how I'm gonna put the fill up the rain barrels right now with a 55-gallon bucket, or sorry, with a 5-gallon bucket, and me walking back and forth up to the house and back, but you know, one step at a time. So thank you for watching. Make sure you do subscribe to where next time or when everything comes together, I can actually show you how I am hooking this bad boy up and then giving it a test run.